The U.S. Department of Homeland Security made the announcement that they're going to be removing the age cap for people to join ICE. That way they have more people available in order to deport the illegals that are currently in the country. And one person who made some waves announcing that he's going to be joining ICE following this is actor Dean Cain, who's most notable for playing the part of Superman in the 90s series Lois Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. But before we get into all this, if you're new to the channel here, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you can, leave a comment and hit the like button because it helps out with the channel. So I got this article pulled up right here with this headline: Dean Cain announces he joined ICE to arrest the worst of the worst and removing them from America's streets. Now, obviously, this is causing quite a stir within Hollywood to have an actor like him saying that, yeah, I'm going to be joining law enforcement in order to deport the illegals that are in this country. Dean Cain, who played Superman in Lois Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, announced that he joined the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Dean Cain made the announcement in a video uploaded to his social media. He said, "I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it. So I joined up." Now, agree with him, disagree with him, you have to at least respect that the guy is willing to put his money where his mouth is on this one. He says this is something that needs to be done, so he's actually doing that himself. So here's the video that he shared on his own X account. This is what he has to say.
Hey everybody, Dean Cain here. And for those who don't know, I am a sworn law enforcement officer as well as being a filmmaker.
So yes, that's true. He's a reserve police officer, I believe. I'm not really sure what that entails. I'm not super familiar with reserve police officers. I think it is something like the military reserves where you go through like regular training, then you have like so many hours worth of duty that you have to perform each year. So it's not as if he's someone who's completely alien to this sort of thing. No pun intended.
I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it. So I joined up. And here's your opportunity to join ICE. You can earn lots of great benefits and pay. Yeah,
and that is true. What's one of the, well, at least it's a matter of opinion, but some of the things that they're also doing to try to get more people involved with ICE is offering some big incentives for people to come in. That's kind of akin to what you're seeing in the military during the Iraq surge, where they're not only offering huge signing bonuses of, I believe it was like up to $50,000 to join ICE, but then they're also offering tuition assistance for college, or maybe not tuition assistance, maybe like student loan assistance or whatever, paying that off up to a certain amount and other things like that, in addition to benefits and things like that. So they're trying to definitely get people involved with it. And I think Dean Cain joining that is a part of that effort to try to amplify this message.
President Trump took office, ICE has arrested hundreds of thousands of criminals, including terrorists, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, MS-13 gang members, drug traffickers,
yep, that's
you
true.
Name it. Very dangerous people who are no longer on the streets. You can defend your homeland and get great benefits like a $50,000 signing bonus.
Okay, so it is $50,000.
Student loan repayment.
Now, that's not going to be for everyone, obviously. I'm sure people with more relevant skills, if they're prior law enforcement or something like that, you probably are more inclined to get the bonus versus just someone who is changing their careers, who doesn't have much of a career, like a younger person who is just out of school. And like if they're joining up, they're probably not going to get that bonus. So they probably will get some bonus or with that.
Legally enhanced retirement benefits and special pay for those in the field operations and law enforcement roles. I don't get that special pay, but you also don't need an undergraduate degree. You can get to work right away.
So anyone can go into it if they want.
Save America, ICE is arresting the worst of the worst and removing them from America's streets. I like that. I voted for that. They need your help. We need your help to protect our homeland and our families. So check into it.
And that is the thing about this. People talk about how many illegal aliens are currently in the country, and the effort to actually remove them from the country will be pretty significant. So that's kind of what they're doing right now. But to me, this whole thing, having Dean Cain involved with it, is just really funny. Okay, I already showed that picture. There's this one that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, they tweeted this out right here. This picture of him as Superman dressed in ice, and I love the idea that Superman has to wear body armor sort of thing. Not to mention a link to the website to join that. Now, this is causing, like I said, quite a stir within Hollywood. I believe John Leguizamo attacked Dean Cain for that, and Dean Cain's like, oh, that's a shame. I like some of the stuff he's done or whatever, like just doesn't care. And I think that's the attitude a lot of people have when people within Hollywood are upset about this sort of thing. Most citizens don't seem to care what Hollywood thinks. I mean, the last election pretty much proves that when you had the entire Hollywood system working against one candidate, and the candidate of their choice end up losing, which just goes to show they don't really have any significant impact on what people within the country actually think. So it just kind of does a little refresh of what he was saying during that video I showed you. In a segment on Fox News, Cain was asked what he would be doing at ICE and whether he would be popping out of vans and arresting criminals, which I think that would be hilarious to get some footage of him like in his ICE vest, making arrests and other things like that, or rounding up people at the border. It would just be funny imagery. I don't expect that to be the case. So he answered, I will do whatever Director Lyons wants me to do. If that's what it takes, absolutely. I somehow doubt I'll be in that position, but I'll be there in a heartbeat. These brave men and women need someone to stand up for them. He continued, so rarely these days are we seeing that. This is kind of the thing where people have to step up. I'm stepping up. Hopefully a whole bunch of other former officers, former ICE agents will step up and will meet those recruitment goals immediately, and will help protect this country. And then below is some photos of him, as you can see, him being sworn in as a reserve officer. And in all honesty, I think his role in all this is kind of what he's doing right now is just, he's probably going to be sworn in as an actual ICE agent, probably even have a badge and stuff like that. But his role will very much just be what he's doing right now, which is helping out with the recruitment efforts, helping with the PR angle to all this sort of thing. I mean, we saw this, well, not really in living memory, but back in World War II, there was some actors who joined up, and while some of them actually did perform combat duties, other ones took on this type of a role where they're just putting a face to the uniform, so to speak. And that seems to be what Dean Cain's doing now. Whether or not this will actually help with the recruiting efforts remains to be seen. They're definitely pulling out a lot of stops in order to entice people to join up. It's just a matter of whether or not this works. But the reason I'm talking about this, though, is because I just think it's kind of funny. I mean, I saw this photo and I just was laughing for a while with it. And this is really what got me to make this video, is just this photo right here, because I thought it was so funny. But let me know what you think about this news in the comment section below. Are you interested in actually joining up ICE because of this? Or if you're not going to join up, would this kind of persuade you one way or the other? Do you like the benefits of that? Comment below. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you can, leave a comment, click the like button, and share the video out there, because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.